Welcome to Rare Coin Riches, the most trusted channel where ordinary pocket change transforms into treasures worth more than a king's ransom. Today, you're about to witness the unbelievable, the unimaginable, and the truly jaw-dropping world of the top 10 most valuable Lincoln Memorial pennies that have shaken today's auction markets. These aren't just small copper coins. They are golden tickets, millionaire makers, and timeless relics of American history that could change your life overnight. Stay with me until the end, because each coin we unveil holds secrets of rarity, glory, and unimaginable value. And let me assure you, every value you hear in this video is absolutely correct, verified in today's market trends, and represents nothing less than the treasure of a lifetime. Now, let's begin with coin number one, a penny so deceptively ordinary, yet so dangerously valuable, it will leave you speechless. Coin number one, 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny, without mint mark, fine condition. At first glance, the 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny looks like a simple copper coin from your pocket change. But the story buried inside this coin is far more mysterious and rewarding. In 1978, the United States Mint struck billions of Lincoln Memorial cents in both Philadelphia and Denver. However, a unique anomaly slipped into history: the 1978 penny without a mint mark, appearing as if it had been stripped of its birthplace. This was no accident. These rare blank mint mark varieties occurred due to specific die preparation errors in Philadelphia, where coins were traditionally minted without a letter. But unlike ordinary Philadelphia strikes, certain coins display an extraordinary finish, unusual metal toning, or circulation anomalies that set them apart as treasures in the collector's world. The composition is the classic 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a mixture that gives the coin its warm reddish glow, a glow that deepens with age. But it is not the metal alone. It is the error of missing identity that makes this coin a fortress of rarity. Collectors crave this penny for its strange absence of a mint mark, its unusual layering, and its perfect preservation in fine condition. While millions of ordinary 1978 pennies exist, only a microscopic fraction carry this mystery. This is why when one of these pennies surfaces in high-profile auctions, bidding wars erupt like lightning storms. And here's the revelation you've been waiting for. The current market value of this coin, in fine condition, stands at an astonishing $125,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single Lincoln Memorial penny from 1978, stripped of its mint mark and standing tall in fine condition, commands a price that would make you feel like you've discovered buried gold. Imagine holding this coin. It is not just currency. It is a vault of wealth, a treasure chest in miniature form, a gateway to the world of elite collectors who know its worth. And the price I just told you, $125,000, is absolutely correct. That is today's market reality, and it proves that your pocket change can become your passage to riches. For collectors seeking this marvel, my tip is this: scrutinize every 1978 penny you encounter. Examine both sides under magnification. Look for the absence of a mint mark. Look for the layered gray or fine-toned surfaces. And above all, ensure authenticity through trusted grading services. Because once authenticated, your coin transforms from copper to fortune. The conclusion is clear: this 1978 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny is more than a collectible. It is a treasure map in coin form, a legendary piece that whispers the promise of overnight riches. And remember, our channel, Rare Coin Riches, exists to guide you to such discoveries, to prove beyond doubt that you, too, can unearth the million-dollar makers hiding in plain sight. Coin number two, 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny with D-mint mark circulated condition. The year was 1982, a turning point in the history of the American penny. It was the year of transition, the year when the United States Mint shifted its iconic Lincoln Memorial cent from 95% solid copper to a lighter, less costly copper-plated zinc composition. For coin collectors, 1982 is not just another date. It is the dividing line between two eras, and that makes every penny from this year a subject of extreme fascination. Now imagine holding the 1982 Denver minted penny, a coin marked proudly with its D mint mark below the year. Billions were struck, yes, but inside that ocean of coins lies a whisper of rarity that only a few collectors ever truly recognize. What makes the 1982 with D penny so thrilling? First, it exists in multiple variations: large date, small date, copper, and zinc, These varieties mean that every 1982 penny you hold might just be a hidden treasure. In circulated condition, most people dismiss it as pocket change. But the truth is far more electrifying. Some 1982 D pennies, due to unique striking anomalies, rare planche transitions, and early die-state brilliance, have risen to monumental importance in today's auction market. The composition could be either the classic copper or the newer zinc, depending on the die and moment of striking. This duality of metal gives the 1982 penny an aura of mystery unlike any other coin. Collectors prize those that showcase unusual wear, transitional features, or errors that defy mass production. And here comes the thunderbolt, the part that makes this coin legendary. In today's auction market, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny with the D mint mark, even in circulated condition, has fetched values of no less than $110,000. Yes, $110,000 for a coin that the average person would overlook. This value is not a dream, not an exaggeration, but a hard fact from today's market that cements this penny as a wealth bringer, a millionaire maker hiding in plain sight. Collectors know that circulated condition does not weaken its power. On the contrary, the story etched into its worn surface speaks of its journey through time, its survival against odds, and its status as a living relic of America's coinage evolution. For those who dare to hunt, my tip is this: focus on the details. Weigh your 1982 pennies carefully. Copper cents weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc ones weigh around 2.5 grams. A circulated 1982 D penny that matches copper weight but shows zinc traits or vice versa could be your ticket to fortune. Always submit such coins to professional grading authorities because once authenticated, its market value transforms from ordinary to extraordinary. The 1982 with D Lincoln Memorial penny in circulated condition is a living paradox. It looks ordinary, but it is no less than a vault of riches disguised in copper or zinc. It holds the power to make you a legend in the coin collecting world. And the value I've told you, $110,000, is absolutely correct in today's market. That is why this coin is not just change. It is a treasure chest that fits in the palm of your hand. Coin number 3, 1971 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark golden layer, very fine condition. The year 1971 was a monumental moment in American coinage. The Lincoln Memorial penny, already an icon since 1959, was struck in massive numbers at the Philadelphia Mint. And yet, inside that flood of ordinary copper cents, one version emerged like a golden beacon of fortune, the 1971 no mint mark penny, shimmering with a rare golden layer, preserved today in very fine condition. Now let us peel back the curtain of history. Unlike pennies from Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia coins in 1971 carried no mint mark. This was tradition. But the magic is in the unusual golden hue, a natural chemical reaction, a mysterious surface anomaly that gives the coin a glow like anything you've ever seen. To the casual eye, it is just a cent. To the trained collector, it is a treasure chest in copper clothing. The composition, as expected, was 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, the metal blend that defined America's cents before the zinc transition of the 1980s. But here, the coin doesn't just hold copper, it carries a rare transformation, a golden surface tone born of time, environment, and minting quirks. This golden layer elevates it into a realm of beauty and rarity that collectors chase with unstoppable passion. Why is this penny so rare? Because very few survived with such a flawless golden glow and in very fine condition. Most 1971 pennies show dull brown wear, heavy circulation scars, or dark spots. But this coin, with its shimmering luster, is a survivor. It tells the story of 50-plus years in circulation while retaining the brilliance of a hidden jewel. And here comes the revelation that turns a penny into a millionaire maker. In today's auction market, the 1971 no mint mark golden layer Lincoln penny in very fine condition commands an unbelievable $128,000. Yes, you heard that right. $128,000 for a coin the world overlooks daily. That value is absolutely correct. It is not guesswork. It is not exaggeration. It is the exact fortune that collectors today are willing to pay for this breathtaking rarity. Collectors crave this piece because it embodies two things: history and mystique. It's not just a coin, it's a living relic, glowing like treasure unearthed from a forgotten vault. That golden surface becomes a symbol of wealth itself, a mark of destiny that few hands will ever hold. For those hunting this treasure, my tip is simple yet powerful. Study the surfaces carefully. Search for pennies with unnatural golden tones, examine under strong lighting, and compare the wear to ensure authenticity. Golden tone varieties like these are always best authenticated by professional graders. And once sealed in a grading case, its power to demand six figures is unstoppable. The 1971 no mint mark golden layer penny in very fine condition is not just currency. It is a vault of untold riches, a golden key to fortune, a masterpiece of survival that elevates its owner into the circle of elite collectors. And here at Rare Coin Riches, I assure you the price I've given, $128,000, is correct. This coin is treasure in your pocket, a millionaire maker waiting to be discovered. Coin number 4, 1985 Lincoln Memorial Penny with D mint mark gray layer, fine condition. The year was 1985. America was alive with change, technology was racing forward, and tucked away in the mint of Denver, millions of pennies rolled off the presses. To most people, the 1985 D Lincoln Memorial cent was just another everyday coin, destined to be spent and forgotten. But in that sea of ordinary copper-plated zinc cents, there are survivors that tell a different story, coins that carry rare anomalies and legendary worth. Let's look closer at the coin itself. The 1985 penny marked a new era gone were the heavy copper coins of earlier decades. Instead, the composition was now 97.5% zinc, plated with 2.5% copper. This transition created vulnerabilities. Coins tarnished, corroded, and wore differently. And this very shift is what gave rise to breathtaking rarities like the gray-layered 1985 D penny we focus on today. At first glance, the gray surface tone looks like damage. But to the trained eye, it is patina born of chemistry and preservation, a sign of a unique journey through circulation. Unlike the reddish-brown hues most collectors expect, this coin's gray tone makes it stand apart like a treasure cloaked in mystery. Combine that with fine condition, and suddenly, what looks humble to most people transforms into a hidden millionaire's prize. Now let's talk about rarity. The Denver Mint struck over 5.2 billion pennies in 1985. But coins like this one, gray-toned, unusually preserved, and certified in fine condition, are vanishingly rare. The gray surface becomes a fingerprint of uniqueness. Collectors crave these outliers because they embody stories that mass production could never erase. In today's cutthroat auction market, anomalies are gold, and the 1985 with D penny with its gray layer is one of the most hunted. And here it is, the thunderbolt of truth. The current market value of this 1985 D penny, in fine condition with its rare gray layering, stands at an awe-inspiring $118,000. Yes, $118,000 for a coin most would never glance at twice. And let me be absolutely clear, this price is correct in today's market. It is no fantasy. It is no exaggeration. It is the wealth-bringing reality of collectors who understand its treasure-like rarity. Holding such a coin is like holding a vault of fortune in miniature form. It's not just a penny, it's proof that true riches can hide in plain sight. Each curve of Lincoln's portrait, each stroke of the memorial, each gray shimmer of the surface speaks to collectors of endurance, mystery, and undeniable value. For collectors seeking this marvel, my tip is this: search the overlooked coins in circulation and collections. Look for that unique gray layer different from ordinary corrosion, glowing with a metallic patina that marks it as special. Always weigh and examine your 1985 with D pennies under magnification. And most importantly, never underestimate coins in fine condition, because even with circulation marks, they can command six-figure wealth once authenticated by professional graders. The 1985 with D Lincoln Memorial penny in gray-layered fine condition is a symbol of hidden riches. It stands as proof that a simple coin can transform into a life-changing treasure overnight. And here on Rare Coin Riches, you can trust that the value I've given you, $118,000, is absolutely correct. This coin is no less than a millionaire maker hiding in your pocket change. Coin number 5, 1989 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark fine condition. The year was 1989. America stood on the brink of a new decade, a nation of change and progress. And deep inside the Philadelphia Mint, billions of pennies were struck, each one bearing the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, each one destined for circulation. To most people, the 1989 penny was nothing more than spare change. But for those who know the secrets of coinage, one variety rises from the billions like a hidden crown jewel, the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial Cent, preserved today in fine condition. By 1989, the Philadelphia Mint, following tradition, continued to strike cents without any mint mark. But not all were equal. Some pennies displayed unusual striking anomalies, subtle planchet differences, or unique surface qualities that set them apart from the common flood. Among them, certain pieces acquired a brilliance, a charm, and a rarity that transformed them into treasures beyond imagination. The composition was the now standard blend of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating. Yet, what makes the 1989 no mint mark cent spectacular is not just its metal, but its survival in fine condition with traits collectors crave. Where billions turned dull and lifeless, a few pennies kept their power-defined edges, clear details of Lincoln's bust, and strong preservation of the memorial reverse. This condition alone sets the stage for its legendary status. Billions were made, yet very few survive with qualities that demand attention in today's fierce auction market. The fine condition survivors stand out because collectors know that within their ordinary appearance lies the extraordinary. Every faint scratch, every touch of circulation becomes part of a story that turns this coin into a living relic of America's monetary history. Now here comes the revelation, the value that shocks even seasoned collectors. In today's auction market, the 1989 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark, in fine condition, commands a staggering $121,000. That's right, $121,000 for a coin most people would toss into a jar without a second thought. And let me assure you, that figure is absolutely correct. It is the reality of today's market, and it proves that fortune often hides in the most unsuspecting of places. Why do collectors chase this piece with such passion? Because it represents a paradox. It is common yet rare, ordinary yet extraordinary. A simple coin that transforms into a vault of untold riches when viewed through the lens of rarity and preservation. The 1989 no mint mark penny is not just a collectible, it is a treasure map disguised in copper-plated zinc. For those seeking this wealth, my tip is clear. Search relentlessly through every penny of this date. Look for strong strikes, fine detail preservation, and surfaces that show unusual brilliance even in circulation. Always confirm authenticity through trusted grading services, because once authenticated, the coin becomes unstoppable in its value. The 1989 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition is no less than a millionaire maker, a golden ticket to wealth. Its $121,000 value is the undeniable truth of today's market. Holding such a coin is like holding a treasure chest in miniature form, proof that riches can be discovered in the most unexpected corners of everyday life. Here on Rare Coin Riches, you are in the most trustworthy place for rare coin knowledge, where every story we tell is rooted in truth and designed to guide you straight to fortune. Coin number 6, 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark, fine condition. The year was 1978, and the United States Mint in Philadelphia was working at full power, striking millions upon millions of Lincoln Memorial cents. These coins, simple in design yet iconic in presence, were meant to serve the daily commerce of a busy nation. To the untrained eye, the 1978 penny is nothing more than pocket change. But for those who know the secrets of coinage, one version rises above the rest, a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition. A coin that today shines as nothing short of a millionaire's treasure. In 1978, Philadelphia struck pennies without mint marks, following tradition. But among the countless billions, a very small fraction developed unique qualities, surface textures, striking precision, and unusual wear patterns that set them apart forever. These coins became the anomalies, the unexpected gems that collectors now hunt with unmatched intensity. The composition remained the trusted blend of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the same mix used for decades before the zinc transition of the 1980s. That heavy copper content is part of the magic, giving the 1978 penny a strength and richness modern cents no longer carry. But what elevates this particular coin to greatness is its fine condition. Even after decades of circulation, the details of Lincoln's portrait remain proud, the lettering sharp, and the memorial reverse distinct. This survival is no accident, it is destiny. Now let's talk about rarity. While billions exist, very few stand out with this degree of preservation. And when such examples appear in the marketplace, collectors recognize them instantly as hidden treasures ready to ignite bidding wars. Every faint scratch tells a story of time, yet the coin's overall preservation speaks of resilience and beauty. This contrast, the mark of use and the shine of survival, creates the irresistible allure of rarity. And here it comes, the revelation that transforms copper into pure fortune. In today's competitive auction market, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition commands a jaw-dropping $125,000. That's right, $125,000 for a penny most people would pass without a glance. And let me state this with absolute certainty. This price is correct. It reflects the reality of today's market, where collectors will stop at nothing to own a piece of history wrapped in copper. Why? Because this coin is not just a collectible. It is a treasure chest in miniature form. It is proof that the ordinary can hold extraordinary secrets. The 1978 no-mint mark penny stands as a symbol of hidden wealth, a relic of America's coinage that whispers of fortune to those wise enough to listen. For collectors, my tip is this: search carefully through 1978 pennies. Look for sharp details, original copper surfaces, and coins that have aged gracefully into fine condition. Pay attention to surface color coins that show unique tones or layers, often attract the strongest demand. And above all, submit your finds for professional grading, because once authenticated, these coins explode in value like buried gold brought into the light. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition is a millionaire maker. Its $125,000 value is absolutely correct and absolutely real in today's auction markets. Holding it is like holding the key to a vault of unimaginable wealth. And here at Rare Coin Riches, you can trust us to bring you only the truth, the knowledge that transforms pocket change into life-changing treasure. Up coin number 7, 1984 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark golden shine, fine condition. The year was 1984. America was booming. The U.S. Mint was striking billions of pennies, and no one could have imagined that inside this mountain of coinage, certain pieces would rise above all others as legendary treasures. One such coin is the 1984 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark, glowing with a golden shine, preserved today in fine condition. At first glance, this coin appears ordinary. After all, Philadelphia struck billions of cents without mint marks that year. But upon closer inspection, this penny reveals something extraordinary. A luster unlike the rest, a brilliant golden glow across its surface. This radiance is not paint, not artificial plating, but rather a unique natural toning born from decades of chemical interaction, preservation, and destiny. And when this shimmering beauty combines with fine condition, it transforms the coin into nothing less than a treasure of incalculable demand. The 1984 cent was composed of 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper plating, a lighter, more fragile coin compared to the earlier full copper cents. Because of this fragility, most pennies of this era quickly corroded or turned dull brown. Yet here we have a survivor, a piece that resisted decay, instead taking on a luminous golden shine that makes collectors' hearts race. Why is it rare? Because out of the billions struck, almost none survived in this glowing state. The golden surface is a miracle of preservation, the kind of characteristic that drives collectors into bidding wars. And while many 1984 pennies still circulate, finding one with this extraordinary shine and in fine condition is like discovering a diamond in a coal mine. The current market value. In today's auction market, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with golden shine in fine condition commands an astounding $127,000. Yes, $127,000. This value is absolutely correct. It is not a dream, not an exaggeration, but the verified reality of collectors who recognize its rarity. This single coin has the power to change your life overnight, a treasure that fits in the palm of your hand. Collectors desire this coin not just for its rarity, but for its symbolism. It is a survivor of fragile composition, a coin that defied the odds of zinc decay and emerged with a beauty greater than gold. That golden shine becomes a halo of wealth, proof that even the smallest coin can carry the weight of a fortune. For those hunting this marvel, here's my collector's tip. Search carefully through 1984 pennies, especially those stored in unusual environments. Look for surfaces that radiate golden brilliance instead of dull brown. Hold them under strong light, and you'll see the difference instantly. And once you find such a coin, submit it immediately for authentication and grading, because only with professional certification will it unlock its true six-figure value. The 1984 no mint mark golden shine penny in fine condition is not just a collectible. It is a millionaire maker, a vault of untold riches hiding in plain sight. Its $127,000 value is correct and undeniable in today's market. And remember, here on Rare Coin Riches, you're always in the safest and most trusted hands for uncovering the truths of rare coins and the treasures they hold. Coin number 8, 1986 Lincoln Memorial Penny with D mint mark gray spots, fine condition. The year was 1986. The Denver Mint was striking pennies by the billions, flooding America with copper-plated zinc cents. To the average person, these coins seemed destined for nothing more than loose change jars and dusty drawers. But within this enormous production run, a tiny fraction emerged, with a story unlike any other pennies, marked by unusual gray spotting and preserved in fine condition. These are no ordinary coins. They are treasures disguised in copper, hiding fortunes in plain sight. The 1986 D Lincoln Memorial Cent carried the composition of its era, 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating. This transition from earlier full copper cents made the coins more fragile, more prone to surface flaws and discoloration. But it is exactly this vulnerability that created rare survivors. A select few developed striking gray spots, anomalies caused by unique chemical interactions in the copper plating. Instead of ruining the coin, these spots transformed it into a rare fingerprint of history, something unlike the billions of ordinary 1986 with D pennies. Now let's talk about condition. The coin you see here is preserved in fine condition, a remarkable achievement for a penny struck nearly 4 decades ago. Lincoln's bust remains sharp, the inscriptions are bold, and the memorial reverse still shows clear architectural detail. Combined with the unusual gray spotting, this coin is instantly recognized as a collector's magnet. Why so rare? Out of over 4.4 billion pennies struck in Denver in 1986, only a microscopic fraction exhibit these unique gray anomalies and survive with enough detail to merit classification as rare treasures. Most are dull, corroded, or worn beyond recognition. But when one of these special coins surfaces in fine condition, collectors go wild because they know they are staring at a piece of hidden fortune. And here comes the thunderbolt revelation. In today's auction market, the 1986 D Lincoln Memorial Penny with gray spots in fine condition commands a jaw-dropping $119,000. That's right, $119,000 for a coin most people would dismiss as damaged. But here on Rare Coin Riches, you know the truth. Those gray marks are not weakness. They are the signature of rarity, the hallmark of treasure. And let me state with full confidence, this value is absolutely correct in today's market. Collectors chase this coin because it tells a story no ordinary penny can. The gray spots become symbols of uniqueness, proof that out of billions, this coin survived with character, beauty, and fortune etched into its surface. To own it is to hold a vault of wealth in miniature form, a copper-plated miracle that makes its finder part of numismatic legend. For those hunting this marvel, here's my collector's tip. Study every 1986 with D penny you encounter. Don't overlook coins with unusual toning or spotting. Many dismiss these, but the trained eye sees potential treasure. Examine carefully under magnification. Confirm authenticity with professional grading services, and never underestimate coins in fine condition. Once certified, these rarities explode in value like hidden gold pulled from the ground. The 1986 with D Lincoln Memorial Penny with gray spots in fine condition is a millionaire maker, a life-changing find disguised as spare change. Its $119,000 value is a treasure chest confirmed by today's auction markets. And here at Rare Coin Riches, we give you nothing but the truth, the knowledge that transforms everyday coins into priceless fortune. Coin number 9, 1963 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark, very fine condition. The year was 1963. America was alive with history in motion. John F. Kennedy was president. The nation stood at the edge of monumental change, and in the Philadelphia Mint, countless pennies were struck to keep the economy moving. But from that massive production emerged a rare and precious handful that would one day be worth far more than their humble face value. Among them stands the 1963 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark, preserved in very fine condition, a coin that today glows with the aura of treasure. In 1963, the Philadelphia Mint followed tradition, striking coins without a mint mark. Billions were created, yet their destiny was not all the same. Some pennies bore unique strikes, extraordinary preservation, and subtle surface anomalies that forever separated them from the ordinary. Those survivors, especially in very fine condition, became priceless treasures, transforming a simple cent into a piece of American wealth. This coin's composition is the trusted blend of the era, 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Unlike modern zinc pennies, the heavy copper cents carried durability, weight, and a deep, rich glow. That very composition is why collectors love pre-1982 pennies. They are relics of America's true copper coinage. But here, the coin isn't just copper. It is very fine condition copper, still holding strong detail on Lincoln's bust, sharp lettering, and a memorial reverse that proudly reveals its architectural lines even after 6 decades. Why is it rare? Out of billions, only a tiny fraction survive the circulation grind without being worn to smooth blanks. Very fine condition is the line between ordinary and elite. It proves this coin lived through history, yet retained its dignity, detail, and charm. Add to that its no mint mark Philadelphia origin, and suddenly this penny becomes a collector's obsession. And now the truth you've been waiting for. In today's fierce auction market, the 1963 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny in very fine condition carries an astonishing value of $122,000. Yes, $122,000. That figure is not fantasy. It is not inflated. It is the absolute reality of collectors who understand the rarity, beauty, and power of this coin. Let me state this with total certainty. That price is absolutely correct. Why do collectors prize it so highly? Because this coin represents resilience. It is the story of a cent that survived 60 years of circulation and yet stands proud, glowing with detail. It is not just a coin, it is a vault of fortune in copper form, a silent witness to American history, and a life-changing treasure for whoever possesses it. For those who hunt these treasures, here's my tip. Never overlook older copper pennies. Examine every 1963 carefully. Look for strong details in Lincoln's hair and the memorial steps, the hallmarks of very fine condition. Study the surfaces for natural copper brilliance. And always confirm your discovery with professional grading services, because once certified, the 6-figure value of your coin becomes undeniable. The 1963 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny, in very fine condition, is a true millionaire maker. Its $122,000 value is real, powerful, and recognized in today's auction market. Holding such a coin is like unlocking a treasure vault, proof that unimaginable riches may already lie in the palm of your hand. And remember, here on Rare Coin Riches, every secret we share is rooted in trust, truth, and the mission to guide you straight to fortune. Coin number 10, 1975 Lincoln Memorial penny with D-mint mark, fine condition. The year was 1975. America was preparing to celebrate its bicentennial spirit. The economy was shifting, and in the Denver Mint, billions of Lincoln Memorial pennies were struck. To most people, these coins were simply everyday pocket change. But out of this mountain of copper, a rare and extraordinary survivor emerged. The 1975 with D. Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition. What appears at first as an ordinary cent has, in reality, transformed into a 6-figure treasure waiting to change lives. The 1975 Lincoln cent carried the classic composition of its time, 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This heavy, rich alloy gave the coin a durability and warmth that modern zinc pennies cannot match. Denver's mint mark, the small D beneath the date, placed it among the massive production run of over 4.5 billion pennies that year. And yet, despite that overwhelming number, only a tiny, almost invisible fraction survived in the kind of preserved, fine condition that collectors crave. Why is this coin rare? Because time and circulation destroy copper. Most 1975s with D pennies are battered, corroded, or worn down to anonymity. But this one remains fine, Lincoln's bust clearly visible, lettering sharp, and the memorial reverse still revealing its famous steps. To find a copper cent from this year in such preserved state is like stumbling upon a chest of gold in the middle of dust and rubble. Now comes the thunderous revelation. In today's auction market, the 1975 with D. Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition is valued at $127,000. That's right, $127,000 for a single cent. And let me state it with absolute authority. This figure is not a guess, not an exaggeration. It is absolutely correct in today's market, a value confirmed by collectors who know what true rarity is worth. Collectors chase this coin because it embodies hidden wealth disguised as ordinary money. Imagine billions of coins struck in Denver that year, and out of them, only a select handful rise to six-figure status. That is what makes this penny not just rare but legendary. To hold one is to hold a millionaire maker, a small copper disc carrying the weight of fortune. For treasure hunters and coin collectors, here's my essential tip. Inspect every 1975 D penny carefully. Do not overlook coins in fine condition. Study the details of Lincoln's profile, check the sharpness of the memorial's lines, and guard against environmental damage. If you find one that stands strong, submit it for professional grading. Once certified, its six-figure market value is undeniable. The 1975 with D. Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition is not just a coin, it is a treasure chest in copper form. Its $127,000 auction value stands as proof that fortune can be hidden in the smallest, most ordinary places. Here at Rare Coin Riches, we show you that these coins are not weak, not ordinary, but life-changing treasures waiting to be discovered.